platform, The Construct with Becky Asker. Thank you for clicking this video and thank you for sharing out my videos. I really thank you for sharing for such a step, and I pray so that you may continue sharing out more and more. So today we are going to talk about the do's and don'ts when going for an interview. Okay, I know most of us are out here and we have ended our studies and we are out here tamarking. Literally, tamarking means moving from one office to another company to seek for jobs. Okay, so today we are going to learn on the do's and the don'ts that you are supposed to consider while seeking the job. Okay, so number one, you have to make yourself known to the world that you exist, or that you have a particular skill that maybe someone may need. And what do we mean by this? I mean, we have to join websites that some employers have joined in need of searching for employees. Okay, so if the employers have joined the website, why can't we join it so that we can be the employees? Okay, so for instance, you can join platforms like Brighter Monday, platforms like LinkedIn, platforms like professional bodies. For instance, LinkedIn and Brighter Monday, when you have registered with them, they kind of share with you via email on the vacancies that are available concerning the position that you have indicated that you are looking for a job in. For example, if you are an accountant, they will always send you an email saying this company or this company need your skills. So by them sending you the email of the company who needs the employee, you have to go to the email and apply it. So you have to go read all the specification, read all the requirements, read all the things that are required for you to apply for the job, so that you can see how to apply for it. So we have to join these websites that can help someone to get a job. Okay, so some of these, you can also join professional bodies. For instance, if you are in the construction industry, make sure you have joined the professional bodies that align with their profession. If you are a quantity surveyor, you join the professional body, which is the Institute of Quantity Surveyors of Kenya, so that whenever some chance arises, you have to know. If you are an engineer, you join the board of engineers. If you are a land surveyor, you join the board of the land surveyors. If you are a student in law, you join the board of, how is it called, the board. Just join the professional bodies that that you are studying. Maybe if you are in the construction industry, join the professional bodies in the construction industry. Okay, so as much as that you join these the professional bodies or these websites that can alert you whenever a job comes up, hata wewe jitume, just wake up, tarmac on the road, go from one company to another. You never know where your luck is. Okay, so you can physically visit the companies or the firms that you want to work with, and by that you can maybe get a chance to work with them. Okay, so another do that you have to have the documents that are required. Okay, and the documents that are required are mostly you have to have an application letter and a CV. Your application letter must be well drafted and detailed. Your CV must have the following. Okay, it must have the current and the previous employers that you have worked for, the position that you held there, and the achievements that you made while working for the previous ones. Okay, and then you have to indicate your education background, and you have to start from the current one. Maybe if you have ended up on your campus, you start with the campus one, and then you have to indicate the current and the expected salary that you want. Okay, and then you have to indicate the notice period that that will work with you. If in any case they try to hire you, maybe, and then you say you need a notice of 2 weeks so that you can report to work. So that's what we mean by the notice period. Okay, and then your profile summary must really explain who you are. If you have to have a detailed profile summary. And then for the documents that you have to attach to a CV, your education certificates, right, or academic certificates, your professional certificates, right. There are some companies that need a good conduct, so you have to have a good conduct with you. You have to attach your ID or your passport. Okay, and then when you are in the interview, there are some questions that you are supposed to ask. Of course, when you don't ask questions in an interview, they may see that you are not well detailed, you are not well affirmed, or so you have at least to ask questions. Okay, some of the questions that you can ask are, is there a clear KPI? By KPI, I mean a key performance indicator in the company. So by them giving you the KPI, you have you will use the key performance indicator to gauge yourself. Are you really working to the expectations of the company, or you are lagging behind? So when the interviewee has not mentioned about the KPI, you have to ask it so that they may see you are a determined person. Okay, and then there's some questions that you may need to ask, like in this role that I'm applying for, what are the growth opportunities that come with it? So okay, so that they may see you are affirmed with growing, not just being static. Okay, and the don'ts, there's some questions that you are not supposed to ask in an interview. If you ask them, they will give a wrong impression of you, who you are. Okay, some of the questions are, do not ask questions that will raise any red flag. Questions like, are you going to call the referees? Are you going to call the referees? That's the job of the interviewee. So even though, no, not even though, you have to indicate the referees, you have to indicate they have to know you well, and they have to have an information about you. Okay, and then number 2, don't ask questions that will show or that will indicate that you didn't do a better research about the company that you have applied for. Okay, questions like, what is the mission, what is the vision, what is the goal of the firm? These are questions that you have to know right before you go to the interview. Okay, you have to know the company that you are applying, which company is it, their mission, their vision. So you have to know their details. Okay, and then don't ask questions that will show that will be a lot to handle. Questions like, this firm has been stated elsewhere, what about it? Or maybe there's a lot of noise in this firm. You're going to apply for a job and you need it, so you acha mshene mingi. Okay, yeah, so these are some of the most asked questions in interviews, and they are questions that turn off the employer from employing you. So please don't ask those questions. Those 3 categories: questions that will show that you are a lot to handle, questions that will show that you didn't do enough research about the company, and questions that can raise red flags. Okay, so when you're going for an interview, or when you're going to apply for a job, keep in mind all those that we have talked in this video. Okay, so without further ado, I will give you my parting shots. So today, because we were talking about interviews and interviewees, I really pray to God so that He may open doors for you as you seek your jobs, or as you are in the process of job seeking. I pray so that God may show you His grace, His hand, okay? And for those who have jobs, I pray so that God may promote you in your workplaces. And for those who are contented with their workplaces, I pray so that you may find the heart to share out opportunities or vacancies whenever they arise for those who are really seeking for them, okay? So for those who are contented, keep sharing the vacancies in social media. Just post them, and those who are looking for them may get to know about them, okay? So I hope you have been educated, and I hope you have learned more in this video, and I pray so that you may achieve your goals. So without further ado, again, so thank you for watching to this far. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, to like, to give it a thumbs up. Okay, by sharing and by giving it a thumbs up, it gets to be recommended to other people who are watching YouTube so that they can watch this video. So it's just a way of supporting the channel, and by sharing it out, some people get to know about this platform. And we say this platform is all about learning, laughing, and loving. So today we have learned more. So till the next video, bye.